September 25th, 1942. Japanese codebreakers have broke a radio transmission that a large battleship group is en route to Guadalcanal. With this information delivered to headquarters, Allied command has allowed additional reinforcements to the island of Guadalcanal. Welcome back to Joe Is. In the last episode, we managed to get nil for 2 flights that we attempted to run on the Japanese, but were unsuccessful. But we still, however, have this battle group that the map says are battleships. So we're going to go ahead and get engaged with them right off the bat. Hopefully it'll be a good one. It is 0800 in the morning, and hopefully we'll have a good, eventful strike. And we'll actually get a little more vengeance for the pilots that we lost in the last episodes. So I'll bring you back when it is time. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and unload cargo. Not launch aircraft. Unload cargo. How close are we to capturing the Guadalcanal Island? Is 3/4 of the way there. Over. It's looking very good. Hopefully we can keep it up, as the Japanese are definitely answering with some battle group here. We're going to go ahead and handle them, and I'll bring you back when it is time. Alright, it is officially September the 25th at 9 o'clock in the morning. As you can see, I have a flight of Dauntless and flight of Avengers. The water looks pretty good. Alright, we have made contact, and they are in a different formation than what I'm used to seeing out of a battleship group. Oh my. And that would be why. Say hello to Musashi. If Yamato was king of the seas, this, my friends, is the queen. Well, and she's escorted by 2 more battleships. Wow. This is the biggest fleet we've seen from the Japanese yet. Okay, so we have definitely got to get USS Saratoga out of Dodge. There's no way she can face this on her own. We are going to, well, this made things a lot simpler with our aircraft. Everything's going for Yamato, or Musashi. Everything is going after her. We may get lucky and bring her down in one go, but the other 2 battleships are definitely still going to be a threat. And I say we have to bring in our battle group. I don't see any other way unless we can get... Well, no, we still have the other escort carrier that's in the area. We can definitely bring her into the fray as well. I think that's what we have to do. But I'm going to go ahead and get these flights up and, well, they're already up, engaged, and I will bring you back. Alright, here we go. Everybody is going for the Yamato class Musashi. Hopefully we turned her into Musashi. Go ahead and select the furthest flight away, just so we get a good picture angle on them. And Godspeed, soldiers. You're going against one hell of an AA flat group. I expect losses. There's just no other way around it. And as the ships come into range, you can definitely see the size difference that there is in these ships that we have in front of us. Speaking of which, I think this episode is actually going to come out after Christmas. So make this our Christmas special. Hopefully we bag ourselves the big boy. Herself. Flak is starting to appear, and it is erupting all around. This is just the entry-level flak. I'm expecting a lot more. Wow, yeah, here it comes. I don't think a lot of those ships have dual purpose, but there's enough of them there that they're going to cause some serious headaches for our pilots. Even if they come out unscathed, they're going to have some serious stories to tell. And the first flights are going in. We've already lost some. I'm surprised it took this long to lose any, though. Okay, yep. Good hits. We're missing some. There's some good hits. Oh, yeah. Bring them in. Bring them in. And some more. Wow. Rack it up. Rack it up. Her whole deck is ablaze. Now, where's our second group? Here comes the big boys. These are the ones that actually did the most damage to the original Yamato class battleships, were the extra torpedoes, because the Japanese actually had riveting instead of welding like most traditional ships were at the time. These were rushed through production, and in doing so, they didn't use the new technology to make the warships. They used the old tech, which really had a deficit when it came to torpedoes. So if these guys can get through, which we're losing a few here, a lot of torps have come through. Hopefully it's enough. And there's a dud. Here's a hit. Oh, come on, come on, yes. Yes. Oh yeah, she's got a bunch into her. She's hurt. That's a dud. And another dud. And another dud. That's aggravating. That would have been her. I guarantee you we would have gotten her if we had been able to get those. Little, I don't know what's going on there. Probably needs to be censored off YouTube. As sensitive as YouTube is. Anyways, I will bring you back when we have good news or bad news. So far, it looks like we're going to have some good news. And just like that, the Queen of the Sea is going to the bottom. Wow. Yes, this is a Christmas special. I know it came after Christmas, but Merry Christmas, everybody. We have defeated the Japanese Yamato class completely. That is, the Yamato and the Musashi are going to the bottom. Thank God we got this one. We still have the carriers, and they're a much bigger threat. But just like in real life, these ships were antiquated in the fact that air power had become the new ruling force. And we didn't need these super Japanese battleships that were old-fashioned, unfortunately. And the Japanese, well, actually pioneering some of the new future tech of aircraft and aircraft carriers were behind the times when it came to some of the generals, when they just couldn't make up their mind on what to spend their money on. Well, they should have spent more money on carriers instead of battleships. But in doing so, we got these monstrosities that they were just outclassed. Alright, with that destroyed, let's go ahead and set another flight up because we still have the other two battleships that were in there. I didn't even bother looking at them. I was so buck happy about seeing the Yamato sister ship. I didn't even care that it was there. It was probably an IC or a Congo. I think actually no, we destroyed most of the Congo, so it's probably IC or a Fuso. Anyways, I'm gonna get the flights up and see what we see. All right, I've got 3 flight groups up here. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot. I've been playing with mods so much, I forgot that you can only bring in 2 flights of different planes in here instead of bringing in you can as many as you actually have nearby. So unfortunately, we were stuck with just 2 flights of well, one being Dauntless and another being the Avengers. But that makes it simple. We'll go one flight after one and another flight after the other, and I will bring you back when all that's set up. Well, with the way they are, it's going to be kind of hard to get the planes in line because the battleships are on the rightmost flank of the battle group. It's going to be tricky to get it. So I'm going to use the Avengers as a secondary force. I've used the entire Dauntless to hit one of the battleships. We're going to see a little and wait a little bit to see if the battleship is actually going to go down. If so, then I'll send them after the other one. If not, then I will use a few of them to top off the last battleship. But since we're going to wait for the Avengers to get in position, we'll go ahead and watch the dive bombers come in on their bombing run. Get a point of view from their reference. I'm sure we'll lose some more because this is still a huge flotilla. The first 4 is starting to go in. They should be diving any second now. So I do believe I set them for the lead battleship. I probably should have gone for the rear, but in hindsight they're already there, so it's too late now. And there they go. Ooh, boy. No, I did set them on the right target. My bad. I just forgot what the hell I was doing. Alright, second group. Bombs are away. Couple hits, couple duds. Alright, and our group coming in hot. Let's see what we get. We lost one in ours. Bombs are away. Nice hits from our group. She is ablaze, and she is not going to go down. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Avengers in motion. It's going to be kind of tricky because they are on the right flank, so we need to get them into a position to attack, which means they need to come all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and get them in position, and I will bring you back. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and send one group in on attacking that first battleship, and we will go ahead and get a view of that, while the second group is going to line up and try to finish off that first battleship that we hit with the dive bombers. We get a pretty view. We should start to see any flak any second now. Yep, there it is. All the guns have lit up from the battle group. And here it shows just pop like popcorn in front of us. A very daunting black popcorn. Bullets are now starting to come in. And we are making our attack approach. Ooh, that didn't look good. Oh, I lost one. Hopefully these are good torpedoes. They look like they're going to lead a little bit too much, but that might be okay. Because they're looking good, especially with her turning the way she's turning. I think we have a good chance to get a couple on her at least. Looks like 3, 2 maybe, 1. Dud. Hit. Nice. 4. Okay, yeah. Nice. 4 out of 5. Not bad. That first one will keep going. Hopefully hit one of the secondary over there. Actually, looks like 3 missed and managed to go under the ship somehow. Alright, our second group looks like they're in a good position. The battleship that we had hit and damaged has actually managed to come away from the battle group and given us a pretty side angle to fire upon. We'll go ahead and send them in. We should start to see flak any second now coming from that. There it is. And hopefully we'll be able to bring her down. As they're starting to shoot the water in front of the planes, was actually a method they used to try to stop. They knew that the big guns on battleships weren't effective, but if they could shoot a column of water in front of the planes, they would fly into it and immediately drown out the engines, and they would crash. In this game, that's not a mechanic that actually works, unfortunately. It would be cool if that were implemented, but not necessary. We have lost 6 at this point in time in pilots. Hopefully we don't lose any more. Probably just jinxed myself by saying it, but hey, it goes without saying. I don't like the angle on this. I'm going to go ahead and manually take control of one of these planes here. I don't want to drop bombs. Let's go ahead and open up the cargo hold. Oh wait, it's already open. Oh, they're dropping torpedoes now. Crap. I need to go ahead and start banking. Open the cargo. It's closing. Nope, I hit the wrong button. Drop bomb. Oh wait. Missed. Yeah, I didn't like the angle they were attacking in. I was going to try to make a custom attack run, but it did not happen. There we go. We actually managed to get one hit on the distant ship there, as you can see. Another hit on the distant ship. Dud on this one. That looks like it. Hopefully that's going to be enough. I don't know. It's a lot of damage we spread out amongst them. We've lost, oh wow, 8 of our pilots in this run. That's a lot. Hopefully we bring something down, because that's just too much losses for not something. I mean, we can argue that we brought a battleship. Still not a fair trade. I want to bring more battleships down, but I'll go ahead and fast forward time, and I'll bring you back when we know something. Well, as you can see, all of the battleships managed to come out safely, including the heavy cruiser that we managed to hit. Heavy damage on most of the ships that we did manage to get something damage on, but not enough, unfortunately. So we're going to have to RTB these guys back to base and get them rearmed, because they are still there and they're still mad. I imagine that they are no longer going to be on the offensive and going to be retreating because they're too heavily damaged to continue. But we can still continue the hunt on our end. We may actually have our battleship group heading north now that we know that they are damaged enough that we could probably lay up on them. We don't have a Yamato class that would outgun us, so we'll probably do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to go get these guys back to RTB, and I will bring you back. If you can remember, we had a a group that still had their bombs on board their ship, or planes, excuse me if I can word right. They still had, they weren't pulled in, so I'm going to go ahead and send them after the ship here and see if we can't finish off one of them after all. I think we go ahead and just drop them to the floor real quick because these are torpedo bombers. And I'll bring it back when we have attack vectors engaged. Alright, unfortunately I've been circling this battle group for quite some time, looking for an opportunity to strike. But they keep furballing up and it's making things difficult, and I think it's just going to get harder. Luckily, a little bit, the battleships, due to their damage, have pulled behind the rest of the fleet and actually given us a decent opening to try to come in and swoop in and get some damage. So I'll go ahead and zoom in on the flight here as we come in. 6 are going after the first battleship you see there, and the second group of 6 are going after the one you see on the right. You can see that heavy cruiser right there that's leaning low in water was the one that we torpedoed twice on accident, which we'll take, of course. Any misses that are still hits are no longer misses. I don't like how they're pulling ahead, and I'm a little concerned that we're going to end up all going after the same battleship. This first battleship I think is going to protect, yeah, I think so. Probably should have waited a little bit longer. But yeah, she is going to get nailed. Absolutely nailed. Yep. Here comes this second group. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. I don't see how she survives that. She just got a complete salvo from a flight there. And we got one more torpedo that somehow managed to go under the bow. Still heading towards. We may get lucky on her and have her. Nope, I guess it decided it disappeared. Oh well. Yeah, she's already sunk. I didn't even hear the bell go off. She's gone. Well, we paid 4 more pilots, and we got ourselves a battleship. Still sucks losing the pilots, but Godspeed, and they are doing really good work. And this was the reality of World War II. They didn't have missiles like we did now. We had pilots that literally piloted the missiles into them. Different breed of men these guys were. And that is one more Japanese battleship taken care of. We are back on the main map now. I'm going to see if I can get some more flights from the Saratoga and the Wasp up to see if we can't mop up that last remaining battleship. But I will bring you back when we have that to see or something else to report. Alright, we've got a flight of Dauntless Dove bombers that have managed to locate the battle group once again. I'm going to send every single one of them after that not heavy cruiser. I'm going to send every one of them after that last remaining battleship. I want it. I got the taste in my mouth, and I want to bring this thing down. So let's go ahead and get them lined up in the attack run, and I'll bring you back. All right, attack lines vectored. It's pretty simple. Attack. Tora, Tora, Tora as we come in. We get a good side angle of the view of the planes coming in here. We should start to see flak any second now. We don't see flak, we just see bullets. I guess they don't have too many dual purpose left. That's nice to see. Well, no, there's a few. Let's get this last one here so we get the pretty angle on it. And we are all coming in at once. It is awesome to see. One already going down. Bombs are away. And it is raining bullets. Nice bunch of fire, bunch of flames. don't know if we were going to take her down. We've lost 4 more Dauntlesses in that engagement. Hopefully it'll be enough to bring her down. We will, through magic of editing, show you here shortly. Well, she burned and she burned. It took a while for that to happen, but she is still afloat. So I'm going to send another flight after her, and I'll bring you back when either that happens or if something else out on the main map continues. All right, we have found them again. It looks like it's showing up as a carrier group, but there's no way. We would have seen planes in the air if it were a carrier group, and we haven't seen any as of yet. So this has to be the same battleship group. So we're going to go ahead and get them lined up with our bombers here, and I'll bring you back when we're actually in the fight. All right, the dive bombers are ready to rock and roll. They are on approach. They actually have a scouting airplane that's in the area. I'm sure it's just going to provide a little bit of nuisance, but is not going to get in our way. Again, the other thing about using dive bombers, it's really simple to use them. Just tell them to attack and let them go. Flak should start to appear any time now. Yep, the far ships are already starting to pop up some. They need to work on their fire power or aim because they're way off. Our rear seat gunners are taking a shot at the little scout plane that's in the air. Looks like it's firing back a little bit too. First group is going in. Second group is on the approach as of now, and we are just behind them. Here we go. First set are good. Second set are not as good. Here we come. We actually lost one of our pilots here, but managed to make it looks like 2 good hits. She is bow heavy in the water now. Bunch of smoke from midship. Not bad, not bad. We'll see if it actually comes out to anything special. Hopefully we'll bag ourselves another battleship, but I'll bring you back when it's time. And unfortunately, as you can see, the fires have been put out, and well, I got you 2 battleships. I was trying to go for a third as a Christmas present, but it just didn't happen. So for all y'all, I hope y'all have a blessed Christmas. I hope y'all have a fantastic holidays, whatever you worship. I, as a Christian man myself, are going to be hanging around family. And again, God bless all of y'all. Merry Christmas, and to all of y'all, happy holidays. I will catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.